You are back. The hammer away. We got a lightning news flash. This is something that I just couldn't wait to share.
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it? This is a little Southern rock talk tonight. I was able to order this copy of an album that I had an album flat back here. Almost dug that out, but I didn't. It's not necessary. But you remember the other day on the show, I was chatting about this album right there, Creed, right, from 1978. It was on Electra Asylum Saboteur. What's up? What is up? Good evening, good morning, right? Why would I be up now? Why should I be up? I shouldn't be up right now. So yeah, chime on in. If Saboteur, if you got any questions about things that you want to say about Southern rock, man, please say it. Anybody else that joins in as well. I mean, I love talking about this stuff. Southern rock's one of my all-time favorites. Being from the Midwest, it was huge when I was growing up. It had its time span throughout, and still goes on today. I consider Chris Stapleton more Southern rock than I do country. But there's other ones out there. Oh, look at having a little drink. I should have had a little drink myself tonight. But this album, this Creed, now they have to be known as Southern Creed, hoping to talk to somebody from the band down the line here. Again, make sure you check that out. I should put the link out here. I think I meant to do that, and I didn't. But there were so many bands. And that, real quick, that does remind me that one of the reasons that I just had to do this tonight before I hit the hay is because I don't know if you've seen anything from Rick Beato. He's got some great videos out there talking about music and talking to musicians. And he had a video I just watched earlier tonight. Wasn't a very long one, but just talking about how he does his show. And it just was like, wow, we're very much alike in those ways. So anyway, this came in and I was very excited to take care of it before I move on with my other stuff this weekend. So getting lots done. So here we go. I was talking about Creed. It's a great album. It's one of these albums you don't know about. Freddie, Salem. Let's take a look at this. I have some photos to put up to kind of go through this. Freddie Salem is a guy who came in on the fourth album, which was their live album, Bring It Back Alive. And I never owned the record, but there's something that's confusing me right now that I need to research and figure it out, because I went on Discogs and looked at the different releases. I looked at the vinyl ones that came out in 78, because my acquaintance Henry Paul, who's also done Black Hawk over the years. Little story about that. When I met Henry Paul was at the NAMM show in Nashville. I'll go into more details another time. However, I found a website years ago where Henry was talking about his life. I may have mentioned this on the show before, but he mentioned it. He told the tale of, when he's growing up and how he got into different bands and how he started playing music and got into the Outlaws, got fired from the Outlaws, got back into the Outlaws, got fired from the Outlaws, got back in the Outlaws, got fired again. But all the different things they did. A Henry Paul band. We play a Henry Paul song, the title track from Feel the Heat, in my band. Great stuff. And my brother actually just bought that record recently when we were doing the vinyl shopping over in Kansas City. So Henry Paul was in and out. Well, the first time he was out was after that third album. They put out Hurry Sundown. Now, this is kind of when I got familiar with these guys, because Bring It Back Alive came out when I was hanging with my friends in I guess I would have been junior high and high school time frame. So My buddy had a copy of the Double Live album, and I swore, and I'm not finding it in the listing and now, but I swore that when this album came out, that it had a version of "You Are the Show." So I'm a little confused because I was looking at the listing of the tracks on there. It's not on there, but I was certain that I was listening to that and thinking, whoa, this album hadn't come out yet. And actually they had an album prior to that. So it was kind of weird. So the band started off when they got rolling. Let's just get back to kind of the beginning here. So they had Outlaws, and that had Henry Paul. He played rhythm guitar. Huey Thomason and Billy Jones both doing the lead work, and Henry Paul was a rhythm guitarist. So then after that, then wow, all of a sudden I'm just yeah. Then they had the album Lady in Waiting. I don't have a copy of that cover here. I just realized that Lady in Waiting came out. Another good album. Those had a little bit more of a country feel to it. Those first couple of albums. And then they put out Hurry Sundown. Now, this is where I really got into listening to them. There Goes Another Love Song. That was a big song that I listened to. It was a hit. So I knew that song. But Lady in Waiting got past me, even though I've got the vinyl over there and I had Henry sign it years ago. Don't know why I didn't have Huey sign it. I met up with him that same night. But then they had Hurry Sundown, which there you can see all the guys there who are to the right. That's Billy Jones in the middle, Huey Thomason there at the bottom, and then in the hat there you see Henry Paul. Well, then they got into that tour, and they let Henry go because they wanted another lead player. So all the way to the right, you'll see Freddie Salem had joined the band, and that's Huey there in the middle, and then Billy Jones there, and then Freddie. So Freddie was in the band then for a few albums after that. Soon after that, they put out they put out Plan to Win. See, this is why I remember them doing this, because they had You Are the Show is on Plan to Win. It's a great record. This album was a very interesting one because it was a little different feel than the like Hurry Sundown and all the other things. So a little more modern, a little more rock, and it was produced by Mutt Lange. So the interesting thing about this record and being produced by Mutt Lange is that when Def Leppard had their film about them starting out, and it's called Hysteria, and it was about them from their beginning to the album Hysteria. So that's where it stops, and it was on VH1 Classic. Well, you'll notice that when he gets a phone call, they get a phone call, Joe Elliott, in the movie. How this actually happened, I don't know. You have to, you have to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything that happened in The Dirt movie with Motley Crue was real. That not everything happened that way. So, but there's a scene there where he gets a call on the phone. It's Michael Anthony Hall is playing Mutt Lange in that movie. And the thing that he says, that Joe Elliott's character says, is, "Oh yeah, I'm familiar with your stuff. You worked with," I think he says AC/DC. I can remember who everybody said, but I immediately stopped and flipped out when I heard him say Outlaws. I was like, wow, that's what kind of drew me into that movie and thought, well, I don't know if it all happened exactly like this, but he just mentioned the Outlaws. I don't know how many people know that Mutt Lange had produced Outlaws at any point in time. So, so there it was. It was a great record, Plan to Win. I really loved it. Still love it today. Have it on a couple of copies on vinyl. Have it on CD. Then then they would move into In the Eye of the Storm. So there's Freddie. They had the two drummers at that time then, Monty Yoho and why can I say it? And David Dix were both drummers in the band at that point. So they put out In the Eye of the Storm, great record. In fact, this album has a track on it that is then, I think this is the one that's, Long Gone is the last song on it, written by Freddie Salem. And that's what I'm talking about today is this record. So there's the last track on that, In the Eye of the Storm, is on this album that I have ready and waiting. So then here actually is a picture of the band that's on the inside sleeve of Plan to Win. So just so many pictures. Then they did Ghost Riders. And then the last piece that he was on is a piece that I was working on loading it up here, is Los Hombres Malo. And let me see if I have it in here. It should be in here, I guess. Maybe not. I thought I had it. There it is. Yep. Really, really cool artwork. These albums had great artwork. I just loved this painting. It's beautiful. And the green, I just love the green. Still great songs on there. My brother bought that one, as a matter of fact. It's kind of interesting. My brother bought that one a couple of years ago in Pekin. Denny Smith from The Great Affairs owns the Co-op Tapes and Records there in Pekin, Illinois. And we were shopping in there, and I said, dude, you should get that. It's a really, really good album. So he did. And so then Freddie left the band, and they kind of went on a hiatus for a while. And then Huey Thomason was starting to work with Skynyrd and touring with them, as well as Ricky Medlock had been doing that too. So in the meantime, Freddie did this album. Freddie Salem and the Wildcats was the group, and the album cover is there, and it's called Cat Dance. Just a wonderful record. Never listened to it though. Okay. You get me? It's one of those. You're like, I should be listening to this, but I never did. There you go. Mandela Effect. There is two guys that look the same in that photo. Yeah, right. Nobody's related. Def Leppard. Up to the Album Hysteria is off. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I'm right with you, Salvatore. Same. So let's take a look in the bag, because we got the bag, right? Now, what we're going to do first off is I ended up making, and I'm not even sure from what this is, but I made my own version years ago. And I don't know, either that or I don't know. But this was in my collection. So I'm like, oh, I got to get rid of it now, because here's the real deal. And you can see here what it's got, the label on there. It says, and of course, what are we going to do here? What do we always do? This Freddie Salem and the Wildcats Collector's Edition, remastered and reloaded. Special Deluxe Collector's Edition, first time on CD. Fully remastered, sound shaped from 24-bit digital technology. He was a guitarist with the Outlaws. They tell you that on here. 12-page full color booklet, 3,500 word essay. Maybe I'll go through that with you guys at another time. I'll make a video out of that and just play it. Enhanced artwork, rare photos, and new interview with Freddie. So this is on Rock Candy. records, and it was just really, really cool to find this, get this, and this was produced by Freddie Salem. So there you go. Kind of cool, neat label. Gotta love it. Really good stuff. And let's you know what? I will just do a whole deal on this, because I need to find out some of these guys, the musicians on this. I am not familiar with the names. And it'll be much better if I just do a whole thing on it. So that's the CD. I was very excited when I saw that it came out, and I bought it. So let's take a look inside the bag, shall we? I hope everybody's having a good weekend. This won't be too much longer. I have to get some sleep because I got plenty to do tomorrow. But today was an easy day. Well, it's kind of an easy day. I had some running around to do. I had appointments and other appointments that I didn't know were going to happen. It's just the way it goes. Just the way it goes. I'll tell you what, though. These guys have been doing a great job, packaging these vinyl. Look at that. Skullfie 2. I don't know what that is. It's like a little comic book. Oh, there you go. That's cute. Interesting. Let's see what this. Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of wild. The things that get put in here. The Lord is bossy, it says. Oh man. Whew. Anyway, the agendas. I saw some what do they call them? Bumper stickers today that I was like, oh, look, good Lord. Cool. This isn't good. Very good condition. I was able to find one on Discogs. And in fact, I found another copy of it as well. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Good Lord. This does look like brand new. It's got a little problem right there. It looks like. It's not that bad, though. No, it's just a crease. It's not a tear or anything. That is fantastic. And it is. There you go. It's a promotional copy. So let's talk about this for a quick second, because it's worth it. I need to remember the original cover art is by Robert. Oh, wow. I don't know how to pronounce that. Giusti? Robert Giusti? Giusti. But what I want to get to is there's a duet on here that's really cool. And I got to remember what it is. Who's the singer? Because at one point I was thinking that it was Gene from Mother's Finest. Joni Peltz sings "Got the Feelin'" with Freddie Salem. That's what it is. There you go. Yeah, Freddie did some work with some other people. I'm hoping to talk with him myself. So here's the photo from back then with a kitty cat there. Pretty cool. Dark Horizon London Town starts this record off. It's something that you've never heard before in a southern rock, from a southern rocker. But this album is one of those, cool. It's got some pop things happening. Wow, look at this. Oh, that's cool. This comes with it. Very neat. Yeah, so I'll do a walkthrough with this album real soon because it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, and hopefully I can do that coupled along with an interview. So, well, that's about all of that. Do check out the album. I put a link out there. You can check it out. There's a vinyl rip that's out there on YouTube that you can listen to. Looks like there's just a little bit of a tear in the inner sleeve, but nothing big. But the record wasn't wanting to fit. Otherwise, though, wow. Again, that's beautiful. Look at that. There is just nothing wrong with that. I'm loving it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed checking that out. I hope you do enjoy checking this out. And again, I'm going to show it again because, damn it, it's worth it. Also available on CD, I do believe from Rock Candy as well. Remember this Creed record. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification so that you know when I do these crazy time things like this. But listen to both of those albums. I think that would be a great thing for your weekend. Just check them out. Listen to them both if you're ready for some rock and roll in the Southern vein. They are a couple of my favorites, along with Blackfoot. I just was putting together a playlist today that I'll listen to on my running around tomorrow, and some of my favorite records, some kick-ass albums is what I called it. So you can kind of think about that. It's the most kick-ass albums, put those together in a playlist. But that's about it. As far as, here's some other, I don't know if I should even remember this too. The Story of April Wine and Miles Goodwin out there on YouTube. Check that out as well. Here's some other photos real quick. There's the album cover. There you go. There's some shots of Freddie Salem before we go. And also before we go, let's get this rolling because this will just... when Freddie joined up. Guys, have a most awesome rest of the weekend. Appreciate you guys being here, Stavator. Take it easy, man. We will see you guys soon.
Can you dig it?